Hello again. So we're going to talk a little bit right now about remodeling, some tips for remodeling. So first of all, is there any prep work homeowners should do before renovations begin? You know, a lot of people just get in there and they start demoing out their kitchen and they, because a lot of people do that themselves, or at least start. But what they don't realize is, I've demoed my kitchen, but now I've got my cabinets are a 6-week back order, an 8-week back order, or something like that. So you want to make sure you make all your selections before you start the demo. You want to make sure that you aren't holding up a bathroom project because of something on back order or any other project. So you want to order what you know you're going to need, and to do that, you want to be sure that you measure everything. You might even tape it off just to get a look at what it's going to look like as it sits on the floor, so you can get used to getting around it and things like that. Because you want to see how it's going to look and how it's going to live and feel before you make that commitment. Then when you choose a contractor, the first thing is, for sure, you have to be able to get along with the guy. Part of that is just the communication back and forth. Is he accessible? Does he take your calls? Will he continue to take your calls once he gets the job? You've got to like and trust your contractor. If you don't, you're really in for an uphill battle, and that can go really wrong. And least expensive is definitely not always the least expensive. Oftentimes somebody will come in cheaper, but you got to look at the bids and make sure they're apples to apples, that they're both bidding on exactly the same things. Some contractors will bid all the way through, and some will just take their part of the job and say, oh no, I think that's somebody else is going to do that, or oh, I didn't know you wanted me to do that part too. So just make sure you're getting apple to apple bids, and that way you'll get an accurate and realistic price from the start. And then set a budget. You know, you're going to go over budget, sorry to tell you that. It's going to take longer than you hope too, sorry to tell you that too. But at least if you set a budget, you know where you are and you can keep track of your expenses, and then you can start prioritizing. And then when that change order comes up because you've decided, oh, I like this better than that, you can decide, okay, it's worth it in my budget to either exceed my budget or replace that item in my budget. Do hire a general contractor. Unless you're really experienced and have a lot of contacts, it's better to just hire one guy. That way you talk to one guy, he runs the crew, and he's going to do it right, because that's his job and he does it every day. He's probably going to do a better job than you, not make the mistakes you're going to make, and probably in the end cost you less money. Do be patient. It's going to take longer, like I said. And then if you're making changes, that's going to also add time to the project. And then don't wait to select your tile, plumbing, lighting, appliances, any of it. You're better off getting those stuff on site before the work starts. That way everything's ready from the beginning, and when they get that demo done, you have what you need and you don't have the delays. Once a contractor comes to your job and starts doing it, they'll tend to finish it if it's ready to go. As soon as there's a lag, somebody else is going to fill that void because they need to keep working, and then you don't know when you're going to get them back. So the best thing is to have everything ready, hope you can get it all done in one fell swoop. I hope you found that interesting.